Hello, dear friends. We are so used to the bad guys at the top that we can hardly believe that there are advanced beings working for the benefit of humanity. Opinion piece: White Nobility, New Atlantis, Hidden Allies, White Lodges, Evolutionary Leap, Future Emergence, End of Corruption, Atlantean lineages, hidden knowledge, unknown brothers, fear of coming out, current challenges, required cooperation, social transformation, we win no matter what, mysterious city of the sun, powerful and ancestral lineage. Let's start. The term white nobility is associated with white fraternities or white lodges, which are spiritual organizations composed of elevated beings or ascended masters dedicated to the good and the spiritual evolution of humankind. They opposed the so-called black nobility or dark lodges, which are believed to be associated with forces of manipulation, selfishness, or spiritual stagnation. Who are the unknown brothers of the mysterious city of the sun? They are adepts or initiates of the Hermetic tradition, linked to the mythical Egyptian city of Heliopolis, and represent a secret brotherhood dedicated to the safekeeping and transmission of alchemical and spiritual knowledge, according to Fulcanelli's vision. Their emergence and cooperation are crucial to advancing to the next level of planetary liberation. They will play a key role in activating the new Atlantis and strengthening the network of light. They are associated with the bodices of Venice and Florence and are connected to the Order of the Star. The forces of light are attempting to establish contact and secure their cooperation necessary to take the Paris Vortex to the next level. White nobility signifies a nobility of spirit or moral purity, that is, people who act with generosity, loyalty, and without ulterior motives, associating whiteness with the absence of evil or corruption. Within the Italian nobility, the white nobility is composed of independent families not aligned with the Vatican, while the black nobility are wealthy families linked to the papacy and ecclesiastical power. White lodges are an esoteric concept that refers to occult or mystical spiritual brotherhoods formed by enlightened beings or ascended masters, whose purpose is to guide and protect the spiritual evolution of humanity. A white lodge is an invisible or secret spiritual organization made up of beings advanced in wisdom, compassion, and power, who work for light, good, and the evolution of the human soul. They are called white lodges in contrast to black lodges, which represent the use of spiritual knowledge for selfish, manipulative, or destructive purposes. White lodges exist on higher planes of consciousness, and their influence can be sensed through meditation, channeling, or mystical experiences. Connecting with the energy of a white lodge involves raising your frequency, purifying your consciousness, and aligning yourself with selfless service, wisdom, and universal love. This process is neither immediate nor magical. It is internal, gradual, and ethical, based on self-knowledge and spiritual work. Connection with a white lodge cannot be forced. It occurs when the soul is ready and purified enough to receive its influence without deflecting it. True contact does not seek power, fame, or spectacular experiences, but rather a greater commitment to universal love and inner transformation. Lineages. Cobra shed light on the existence of the white nobility, who choose to align themselves with the forces of light, dedicating their efforts to the benefit of humankind, in stark contrast to the malignant influence of the black nobility, which also comes from ancient Atlantean lineages. Like the black nobility, the roots of the white nobility date back to the period following the fall of Atlantis. However, unlike those who choose the path of control and subjugation, these families embrace the mission of defending and restoring cosmic balance. For millennia, they have worked discreetly for the light, often through hidden means, to counteract the pervasive darkness on the planet. The white nobility played a crucial and direct role in the genesis of the New Atlantis project. Their first major historical intervention occurred during the Renaissance in Italy. Working from important energy vortices such as those of Venice and Florence, they were instrumental in this transformative movement, helping to reactivate latent spiritual codes within human consciousness. They encoded messages in Greco-Roman mythology, art, and science to elevate human consciousness and direct humanity toward a higher consciousness and a new era. Their efforts were aligned with Saint Germain's overview of the New Atlantis, a revived civilization of light on Earth, preparing the planet for its next transformation. Figures such as Leonardo Loredan in Venice stand out as key members of this movement, now ascended beings who continue to guide humanity from higher planes. Their work demonstrated a commitment to elevating humankind through wisdom and art. Challenges. Many key members of these families remain hidden, particularly in places like Paris. They are described as fearful of coming out due to historical persecution and constant threats from dark forces. This fear underscores the very real dangers of openly opposing the established powers. Cobra emphasizes that their active cooperation is now absolutely necessary to advance the energetic activation of key planetary vortices, such as the Paris vortex, to the next level. The white nobility's emergence from secrecy and open collaboration with other forces of light is crucial to advancing to the next level of planetary liberation. Their unique historical position and deep generational knowledge are invaluable resources in the final push to dismantle the old control matrix. Although their numbers are smaller and their operations less visible, the white nobility stands as a powerful and ancient lineage dedicated to the common good of humankind. Their resurgence and active participation in the New Atlantis project signals a significant shift in the balance of power, paving the way for a future rooted in light and abundance. Shift in consciousness. Ismael Perez affirms that humanity is on the verge of a quantum shift in consciousness, and that hidden truths about advanced technology, extraterrestrial contact, and suppressed history are about to be revealed to the public. He also reports on the new system for verifying citizenship and preventing election fraud and legislative efforts to criminalize weather modification using atmospheric chemicals. Perez describes the impending shift in human consciousness as a quantum shift, a profound transformation that will fundamentally alter humanity's perception, capabilities, and social structures. In his view, this shift marks the end of centuries of deception and control by occult forces, with the imminent revelation of advanced technologies, hidden history, and extraterrestrial contact. As these truths emerge, humanity will awaken to its true power and multidimensional nature, freeing itself from the old paradigms based on division, fear, and scarcity. Ismael Perez also reveals the release of a classified artifact called spiritual salt, which was allegedly hidden by elites and is now in the hands of President Trump. He describes it as an emitter of scalar harmonics, linked to broader themes of global awakening and the collapse of occult control systems. Revelation. The revelation of hidden information about our origins, advanced technology, and cosmic history is expected to empower individuals and communities. Perez asserts that as all frameworks of control collapse, all major systems, governments, media, finance, religion, and science, will be restructured, replaced by new systems rooted in unity, love, and dependence. This shift is described as a transition to a higher state of consciousness, where humanity develops new abilities such as telepathy, deeper intuition, and a deeper sense of interconnectedness. Perez envisions a future where corruption, oppression, and secrecy will be eradicated, giving rise to a society where humanity regains its sovereignty and divine potential. This shift is described not only as a spiritual awakening, but as a total paradigm shift, allowing humanity to enter a new era of peace and expanded consciousness. This is more than just a moment in time. It is a quantum shift in human consciousness. The illusions of division, fear, and scarcity will be replaced by unity, love, and dependence. Humanity will finally reach its divine potential, reclaiming its sovereignty and embracing the future that has always been assigned to us. Messages. The term deep state refers to career government officials and their private sector allies who pursue their own interests regardless of who is in charge. Imbalance between masculine and feminine, according to Judith Castle. Since women have become more powerful, society is now confronted with generational imbalances, and nowhere is this more visible than in the absence of father syndrome, which is also reflected in children and young adults. It is increasingly evident that humanity is finished with the lies and deception that have permeated its existence for too long, and is now ready for a profound transformation that aligns with its true essence, according to Celia Wilder. The cabal's ongoing effort to sow chaos and discord around the world is failing, resulting in a phenomenon completely opposite to what was intended. Instead of sowing fear and division, their actions are catalyzing an awakening among the masses, according to the Syrian High Council by Celia Wilder. Message from Commander Brilon through Celia Wilder. Humanity is considered a highly coveted species for numerous reasons, many of which stem from negative intentions. Throughout history, there have been instances of slavery, manipulation, and genetic experimentation, with humans sold as products to various species. Among the beings predicted to lead humanity astray are the greys, the insectoids, the tall whites, and certain remote factions of reptilian races. These entities are characterized by their lack of genuine concern for humanity's well-being and may use humans for war and military purposes. These actions have had a lasting impact on humanity's collective consciousness. The current dream is very different from other dreams. You could see it as a master class where all dreams culminate in spectacular change. Change is the gift that visiting souls have longed for. You are honored by your families watching from your home star. You will join higher beings in grand celebrations as the final moment of the master class, according to the family of Tayeta majestically culminates. Humanity has reached the breaking point, according to the Arcturians through Celia Wilder, as those who wish to control them continue to tighten their grip on the population. This oppressive behavior is unwittingly causing a profound awakening in many people. The strategies employed by these dark forces, which aim to instill fear and foster separation among the masses, are becoming a catalyst for an even greater number of people to awaken to their innate truth. According to Kapamur, the dark forces lack power and require human beliefs and actions. They are the ones trapped and benefit from us believing ourselves to be victims. Earth School is not a prison planet for humans. It is a planet for victim mentality for those who don't see the bigger picture. Our experience is what we choose it to be. We are playing a video game, but the game isn't virtual, it's real. The players and the game exist in the same reality, separated only by frequency. We have played this game many times, and it seems dangerous while we are playing, but it's only an illusion. Dying in the game means returning to our true selves. We have been playing the game for thousands of years, and this life is the final level. The darkness before the change is the final boss, and then it's over. In a way, the game was always reached. We win no matter what. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.